Everybody wants to have all of their tools, all their resources in one place. An API integration like this means that all those things are right at everybody's fingertips.
It's been much faster, much more efficient. There is the buildup of the different connections, but once you have that set, all you have to do is press a button, make the call, and you're off and running.
Hi, I'm Matt Murphy. I'm the Senior Vice President of IBISWorld's Client Advocacy team, and today I'm joined by Andrew Eberhart. Andrew is a data analytics manager at BDO, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the implementation and application of API at BDO. Andrew, thanks for joining me today.
Not a problem, Matt. Thanks for having me. I've been with BDO for almost 4 years. I'm part of the market and buyer intelligence team. We combine our internal data with external sources to help provide insights for the marketing department. We support other departments by generating custom reports and dashboards that also help guide decision making.
What challenges does your team typically face in uncovering data?
So really, it's kind of the breadth of the requests that we get. BDO works across a lot of different industries, and our research and reporting needs to be able to speak to that effectively. We pride ourselves in being able to dig into any topic or industry necessary, but we like the ability to reference a single source that covers multiple industries that have both qualitative and quantitative data.
Can you talk a little bit about the requests that you were getting that led you down the path of trying to understand IBISWorld's API offerings?
Sure. IBISWorld was already a part of our reporting. When I got here, within the first 2 or 3 months, the industry state data from IBIS was introduced. And that was something that our stakeholders had been asking about for a long time, but it's difficult to put together in a cohesive and consistent way. I was very quickly struck by how much data that was out there. Working through that process, I realized we needed to find a more efficient way to pull this data at scale. We talked internally, went through a couple of different options, and we found that the API was our best bet. Once we figured out how to make the initial connection, we were able to kind of move forward pretty quickly and built a proof of concept.
Can you take me through a little bit what your process looked like when integrating IBISWorld's data via API and putting them right in front of your team members in a way that's fairly seamless?
Once I got comfortable enough to put it in a table format, that's when we were able to integrate it into our database. IBIS has these internal codes for industry. We have our own system for that. How are we going to be able to effectively blend the two? And so once we were able to figure out some of those internal hurdles, and once I was able to get up to speed on API best practices, we were able to very quickly, I'd say, put together data sets that we were able to then plug into all of our reporting. The IBIS data was able to supplement all of those reports. That became what we quickly pivoted to. So instead of a single standalone dashboard, all of our reporting now features some level of IBISWorld integration. What we have done is pull that information into a dashboard, but what it does allow is for our team to quickly filter according to industry, location, and you can quickly pull together a data set that you can then export into a PowerPoint. That is, I would say, the main conduit for this type of information.
How has not just IBISWorld, but being able to pull IBISWorld's data into these dashboards via API made things easier than when you were, say, previously just using our platform and our website for clients?
It's been much faster, much more efficient. That widget has compressed the time frame. Having that single source is very helpful. We take those time savings and we can move on to other sources that we have. One of the things I really enjoyed about this process, being given the opportunity to learn, grow, really build something that has meaning for our team, has been the back and forth with IBISWorld. Any situation that's come up, whether it was something technical that I didn't fully understand, the back and forth that we've had with IBISWorld has been really great and responsive.
our data itself is still human verified. We still very much believe in that human element, especially when it comes to relationships with firms like BDO. If you're interested in integrating IBISWorld via API, it's a very simple process. Just reach out to your IBISWorld client relationship manager. We have a lot of documentation around API that we can provide to you. We can offer testing of the API in advance, and then all that support that Andrew just mentioned.